And now, actually, it's interesting because, like, our opponent's playing budget burn, so there's not fetches in it, doesn't look like, or shocklands. And that's actually bad for us because he is still at 20 life when we start attacking. Like, normally when we survive the barrage from, like, normal, like, stock burn that's, like, Naya and 3 colors, like, they've dealt themselves anywhere between 5 and 8 points of damage, sometimes even more than that. So, like, our clock kills them very quickly. Actually, and I guess we just drew a Raging Ravine into Revel Arc, so we're going to kill him in 3 turns, but, like, normally we don't present this much pressure, so it's harder to close a game against Burn. Or a Burn deck that's not dealing itself damage. I would be pretty surprised if no one plays this deck at the Pro Tour. It's more complicated than some of the. It's like the old pod decks, and like you have to have a lot of reps with it, and like know your lines, and like if professional players are going to be better at that than normal. I mean, we could just be dead here. He's got 2 cards in his hand and gets a draw step. Are we dead? Are we dead, Jim? Probably not dead. Oh, I guess that does 1 to us. So if he has another 3-pointer, we're dead. It's unfortunate. And it blocks Raging Ravine. It's a good thing we got a bunch of helixes in our board. He gets another draw step. The unfortunate thing about this card is it gives him another draw step. Actually, I guess I'm not supposed to attack with Raging Ravine because on the off chance he has something weird that does 2 damage, killing this lets him kill us with a 2 damage spell. I don't think there's anything that does 2 damage, but it's strictly correct to not attack into it. We do not play Gavany Township. We have 1 colorless utility land, and it is a Ghost Quarter. I think Suicide Zoo with the goal of building into something better is fine. Like, Suicide Zoo is like solidly tier 3, I would say. And again, like, just not killing this is strictly correct. So let's block with a bird. I guess he could have, like, double Searing Blaze, no land, too, in addition to Magma Jet. What was the point of that? Why did you attack me? I have no cards in my hand. I'm not... Don't slow roll me. If you've got it, you've got it, bud. Congrats. He's got more 1-drops than a normal burn deck, so Engineered Explosives might be fine. These cards are bad. This card is bad. Pride Mage is bad. Normally I would leave Pride Mage in, but he probably doesn't have Eidolons in his deck. Coco Merfolk sounds interesting. I hate Coco in decks with Mana Dorks, but like Merfolk, like all of your cards are reasonable, so... This deck I am playing now is what I would play if I had to play a modern event tomorrow. Do I want any other changes? P and Corinne's kind of slow. Probably don't ever want to draw 2 of this card. Normally in the past I'd like trim a Chord in this matchup, but I think the fact that I have a Lone Missionary and Fortune to board in makes Chord a lot better. So I think I'm actually just going to not bring in the Engineered Explosives. Yeah, I think this configuration looks good. I guess I could see an argument for Sin Collector, but the only problem with Sin Collector is that having to fetch an Overgrown Tomb kind of hurts. So I don't think I want Sin Collector. I think I'd rather have like Eternal Witness and Courser, because like Witness rebuys Lightning Helix and Path to Exile. Realm Razors for Tron and Eldrazi potentially, if the Eldrazi deck is good. Yep, snap, keep twice. Can I keep a 3rd time? I'd keep a 3rd time. Can you just, like, always have this hand? Like, what, this hand's only more perfect if, like, this path is a bird? Windswept Teeth, go. We're playing 3 Voice, 2 Wall because I'm expecting the format to get a little bit faster. So, I think in a world where the format is quicker, I'd rather have... in a format where the format is quicker, I'd rather have more walls to accelerate more often. I'm just going to take his guys out of there. We don't know what a good Eldrazi deck looks like. So people be asking me like what the Eldrazi matchup is like and what I think of the Eldrazi deck. And the honest answer is we just don't know because the Eldrazi deck, like the current iterations of it aren't optimal. and we don't know what an optimal version of it looks like. Do we think junk is still a thing now that Twin is dead? Maybe. Hellspark Elemental. Alright, so punish for not holding up Path. Ensure another Helix. That's guess. I think I play this. And the question is whether or not I fetch Basic Mountain. I think I want this to get a green source tap, so I'm just going to play this. And then ship the turn back here. I mean, the format's always been fast. Like, people say the format wasn't fast because Twin was there, but that's just, like, that's not why. Twin was a turn 4 deck a lot of the time. Like, the format was quick, and it's still going to be quick, and, like... Yeah, man, you got an Unearth. That's fine. This card dealt 6 damage for him, so that's pretty good. It's unfortunate for him, we can gain 10 life. So, Stomping Ground. Yeah, and so like, if there was a Sin Collector in our deck, I'd like have to stop and tank there on that fetch. Like, do I want to get the Overgrown Tomb, or do I want to be able to cast this PA in my hand? Like, that was a good draw, so we just get to play this without using the Horizon Canopy. And again, opponent's still at 20 life, so like his budget burn deck is probably actually a little bit better than us than regular burn even. No, it's a close call. If he had Goblin Guides and Eidolons, maybe. Like his mana base is definitely an plus for him. We do have a pretty solid clock on the table right now though. So we get to Helix this guy, so that's pretty good. Trying to go to 15, and then he's got a Bolt Suspended. So we're looking for like Eternal Witness or something like that. Yeah, you could play a Razor Verge Thicket or a second Tempo Garden, and like, I mean, the third Razor Verge Thicket's actually better against Burn and the more aggressive decks in the format. There was a blue-red Delver deck that before Twin got banned, top 32'd in Cincinnati. Look at the Cincinnati Open top deck list. It was definitely a thing that happened. So with your Voice... I think I just play this, and the question is what I do after that. I tapped wrong. I can't chord in response now. This was bad. Hopefully he doesn't try to interact with my creatures. I should have tapped Sacred Foundry. Just pulled me, that's fine. Hopefully he taps out, and then I can just like resto for or chord for Kiki. Is that good? I can't tell if that's good or not. Scale of 1 to not bad. Definitely closer to not bad. Thoroughly sold on one Lone Missionary in the sideboard, I think. I don't think Scapeshift is a very good deck. I would recommend against building Scapeshift. I don't think Fairies is a good deck either. I think the Delver decks are the best blue-red decks right now, probably. Yeah, blue-white-red's probably better than Scapeshift and those other alternatives. Still don't want Sin Collector. Appreciate the new follows and everyone hanging out here this afternoon. we are playing one Kiki Jiki in the 75. You can find links to deck lists below the stream. And a link to my metery page where I keep most of my decks up to date. Gain 12 deck games, so good. Yeah, not bad. This hand's probably mediocre. I think in a world where we have Helixes and Lone Missionary and Burrington Forge Tender, this hand's not good enough. Like, we also take damage off of our lands to play, so I'm gonna mulligan. This hand also seems bad. We don't have lands yet. This hand's great. It's better than the other ones. I'm gonna bottom that because I want a land that doesn't hurt us. Missionary seems way better than Baloth. We're going to play this tapped, and then we can fetch basic planes with this Heath. Yeah, if you're just playing at your card draw, like Crew Control sounds sweet for local events. Like, I like doing sweet things. Escape Shift also probably fine for local events. I just don't think it's very good in general. Do I just Helix this Swift Spear? Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to Helix this Swift Spear now. And if we don't draw anything, we can tap land and then resto on. Him being stuck on lands is great for us. Huh. So I'm going to play this so we can fetch a tapped red source, and then we can Ghost Quarter ourselves to find the third red source for Kiki. So if he keeps breaking on lands and just playing one mana spell each turn, we can just combo him on 5. It's not bad. So we got unlucky by mulliganing to 5, but he's gotten unlucky by... Well, I guess he's not really unlucky. He kept a 1-lander in his deck with like 20 lands and like hasn't hit. So, you know, maybe he should have mulliganed. Yeah, we just drew the basic mountain. Alright, sweet. Come on, play a 2-mana spell. Play a 2-mana spell. Play a 2-mana spell. That's unfortunate. I don't think I want to try and block with Resto because he played a land and could Searing Blaze it. Sweet. It has Magma Jet. Remember we talked about playing around Magma Jet in the first game? Has it in his deck. Got him. Skill game indeed, sir. And we never drew a spell with this hand, but that's fine, because we need to draw lands. That's great. We even bottom of the lands. I'm so greedy. Yeah, man. Combo deck. I want to play the combo deck. Are we upset, Mr. D-Clan? Got him. Kiki Chord, Crusher of 2-mans. All of the play points belong to us. Run a quick commercial. Yeah, my opponent said GG. No salt. People expect salt out of Magic players too often. Like, it's just a game. Oh, all right. Playing leagues feels so much worse, or playing 2-mans feels so much worse than playing leagues. So much worse. Hi. Hi. Don't grab the microphone. Ugh.